So now I'd like to turn this over to Jim Holliday from Federal Signal Corporation. And Jim will try to walk us through how Federal Signal met and overcame some of these challenges and give us some insight into some of the benefits that they see from our solutions. Jim?
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. Just a little bit of background about Federal Signal. We are a group of manufacturing companies that we've assembled over the years. We basically make environmental products from street sweepers to vacuum trucks to dump bodies. We also have divisions that make lights and sirens for all the safety industries. So that's a quick shot of our all of our different logos from all of our different companies. And currently we have 3 of the companies that are in the service cloud and the warranty cloud, along with bringing on 2 more starting the first part of 2021. Next. The pain points that we basically had was system reliability. We get quite a few claims in a month. You know, it's plus or minus 500 claims a month between the different brands. And of our old system, we had downtimes would last more than 4 to 5 days. And it backed us up too much, and we needed a new system. The cost and time to develop and implement and modify the system that we had, it was every time we had to do something, we had to hire an outside consultant to come in. And it was slow and cumbersome. Reports, we had to deal with their canned reports. We couldn't have any customized reports. And if we did have a customized reports, the costs were prohibitive. Whenever our dealers or our direct customers went in to file a warranty claim, they had to fill out multiple pages with the same data. They could put in a serial number and it would pull the serial number from page to page, but they had to put in their contact information, the customer contact information, and go through and pick out exactly what they did on the claim. It took them a long time. The other pain point for our dealers that was really bad was multiple claims. We could only do 1 causal part per claim. So if we had a machine that was in the shop and there was 3 or 4 issues with the machine, they'd have to write up 3 or 4 claims. And then going back and doing each page individually, it just took them a lot of time. And then the other thing that was bad was the connection we had with the ERP system. It was difficult to keep connected, and it was very limited with the data that we could pull in. So when we looked at the service cloud and then also with working with Spiridion for the warranty cloud, these are what we were trying to solve. The warranty module being built in the service cloud, that took our reliability. That's not an issue any longer. When we do our quarterly upgrades to the system for the new versions, I haven't seen it take longer than about 8 minutes when they do the upgrade. And then we double check it and it's good to go. So that part of it is great. We have only 2 internal admins that are working on the system. And we're able to do modifications to the system. There are still some special modifications that we have to go back to Spiridion for, but usually our in-house admin can take care of most of whatever we need. Report modifications is fantastic because I can go in and modify the reports. We can get a call from the field and said, boy, we'd really like to see this column on this report. I can go into the system and modify it, push it out, and they've got that information instantly. And all of our entries are tied directly to our accounts and serial numbers, which we bring in from our ERP system. We also did the multiple segment claims where when a machine comes in, if they've got 6 different items that they had to fix on the machine, they type in the machine serial number and it populates everything for them. It populates who the dealer is, it populates all the information on the machine, populates the warranty that particular machine has, if it's just standard or if it has extended. It also pulls in the customer that was registered to when the warranty registration came in. So basically the only thing they have to add into the repair claim is actually what they did, and they love it. The ERP system it's a great connection that we have now. Because what we do now is any changes that we have within invoices, where we invoice a new machine, we have a new account, we have a new part number, or a change of prices in parts, or a change in vendor in the parts. We also, at the end, once the claim is either approved or rejected, the credits go back through the same ERP system. And so everything is, we have a double check system, which keeps our accountants happy. And it works very, very well. We also set up a dealer portal. The dealers always had to rely on us to run them reports in the past. Now with the dealer portal, the dealer can go in and they can look at any model of their machines. They can look at serial numbers, they can look at VIN numbers. We have a bill of material that's tied directly to each one of our machines that go out there. We also have set up with our service bulletins. When we post a service bulletin or a service campaign to our knowledge base, then each one of the dealers can look at those bulletins directly on their account, and they can see how many units, the serial numbers, and the customers that are tied to those units and where they're located. The service campaign thing has been a wonderful addition. It helps us greatly with our NHTSA campaigns and also our Transport Canada campaigns. When we set that up, we put in there an accrual for the money that we think that we estimate that's going to cost for each unit. And then we have real-time data coming in as the claims are accepted to watch that to see if our average claim numbers are either higher or lower than our accruals, so we can adjust that. Our finance department has really appreciated that. Additional, what the dealers have in their portal is they can see all the warranty claims, warranty registration. They can go in and pick out a customer that they already have. They can request a new customer to be set up. The customers know exactly when their machines were registered. They also get a confirmation email back from the system that the units were registered. The dealership also has a list of all the service cases that they would have. And the customer listing with all the names and assets, and also the dealer employee listing, because each one of the warranty claims, when they're filed into the system, they tie an employee to that particular claim. So we can go back in and we're in the process of tying it to our learning management system, so we can see the employees that may need some additional training because of the warranty expense that they've been doing. Claim processing is, we've increased our claims by about 20% from what we had in the past, but we still have the same amount of staff. And the reason we can do that is everything is required up front when they submit the claim, with the photographs, the failure parts, what they did and how they did it, how many miles they traveled to and from the unit to be repaired. And then if there's some additional information we need, we communicate with the dealer right back through the system. We don't have to attach any emails or anything. All that information is captured within. Once we're done processing and we're ready to go, we process the claim through, the credit goes back through our ERP system, and the dealers are happy. We're also able to put in a standard service details for all of our information of how long it takes to do any particular claim. And the other thing that we did was we took the standard service details, we used that same hierarchy when we built our knowledge base in the cloud, and it makes it much easier for our dealers and our customers to search for our data information. Campaign recalls and tracking, everything is tracked by serial number and account. When we put into the system, we can input it in by serial number of the unit. We can input it by the VIN number of the truck that it's mounted on. And then we have full visibility to where the customers were, and also with the data from the warranty system on how many hours are on that particular unit at that particular time. Vendor recovery, we've reduced our cost and time for vendor recovery because we're able to submit the claim that we receive directly to our vendors, And with all the detailed information that we're able to capture now, along with the photographs, we don't have to send as many failed parts as we used to. We used to have to ship everything back to the vendor for them to take a look at. They're very happy with the system now because they don't have to handle the parts. They can still visualize the failure and determine the responsibility at that time. Going forward, what we're looking at doing is we've looked at the live experience. We're working a little bit with it right now with some of our techs because we need to be able to see what the tech is seeing in the field, because sometimes the communication is not always there. We do have language barriers with some of our international customers. So we're trying to get more of a connection directly to see what they're seeing. We're working on integration of the IoT into the warranty system so we can track exactly when we have failures and to exactly what the hours are on the machines and the locations of the machines. Generating the alerts would be coming back from the IoT system. We would set that up for overheats, high oil pressures, or that kind of thing that would actually send an alert and open up a case. And then the vendor recovery, we already covered that.